Now it's going live.
Yeah, it is. The beat my son made up like 10 years ago.
You're listening to
on his phone.
Funny podcast with Dave
Little dreidel.
Anthony Ennis, and Shay Farrell.
Yeah, I'm bad at that. You would think with my name being David.
Like when you're fucking spin the dreidel for good luck.
What you do, because it's so fucking horrible. But you don't want to laugh. Look at it.
Like, no, it's taboo humor. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Uncomfortably funny. Okay, so let's hear it. Let's hear something that's taboo or uncomfortably funny.
Nikki, how the hell are you?
I'm doing good.
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see, kind of.
Well, I mean, I saw you a week ago, but
Yeah, not even, like a couple days.
yeah, less than a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last week, so it's like a week ago.
Yeah, more or
I'm
less.
old. It either runs together or I have no concept of time anymore.
Yeah, I get tired of people's shit real easy, so it all feels like one day sometimes.
Exactly. So we were bullshitting before we started the show. You were watching one of the episodes with Ming Chen.
Yeah,
And all of that.
I really wanted to get into the Ming shit.
Start it off. We're fucking waiting for one of the guests right now, and then maybe another. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, the Ming. So what really fascinates me about the Ming thing is word on the street among the comedians, and apparently you said it's true, is that Big J Ogerson went on Rogan and actually talked about Ming without like mentioning it by name because he doesn't know her, but like that means that by default the Ming freak out is like the most relevant meltdown in the history of comedy, probably.
Or at least this year.
At least this year. I mean, I can't think of like another one like once it's on Rogan, that's official shit. It's bigger than Jersey now.
True.
This is like some shit that the world needs to know about.
No, I mean, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. When does he talk about it? Like the beginning?
I have no idea. I was just okay. Let's just keep talking about it. I just wanted to fucking.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Did I only mention it, or I'm trying to remember where it was?
Apparently, like Aversano told me that he mentions it like briefly.
Yeah, it's a real brief mention.
Super brief. He was like, this Asian comic freaked out at this fucking open mic, and then they start talking about something else. I think, but.
See, I heard a couple of mixed things. I heard that he started like that. And they're like, oh, yeah, you can't fuck with people like that. Good for her for getting that shit off and doing that or whatever. Like, I heard that they had her back on that. I'm like, well, did they?
And I also appreciate that, like, you're the only person. Like, I thought I was the only guy that thought of it, but, like, immediately after, I thought of Flash Gordon.
Right.
And you posted the picture of Ming and Flash Gordon.
I have to say, somebody else mentioned it before that.
Yeah, and I thought I was the only
one. Actually, Naked Eddie. Mentioned that,
and
then he took his post down. I'm like, why'd you take the post down? I'm like, son of a bitch. And so I just wanted to keep it relevant, being we were having her on, so I posted that as well because why wouldn't I?
Yeah, you know what's funny is like John Hollywood also looks like an alcoholic stepfather version of Flash Gordon.
That's him after everything went to shit because you got to remember Flash Gordon after he was done with the Jets and lost out and Ming fucking they took care of Ming.
That's just Flash Gordon 20 years later.
Right. I like that. Great reference.
Yeah, that's Ming's daughter.
The other Ming. Yeah. I was just trying to find that thing where that was. Because they actually posted in this group from Bogies.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. Because they had that in there. I was hoping they would have had the time on that, a timestamp maybe.
Yeah, never met Ming either.
Me either. And I'm kind of happy.
I guess I am too. But I probably will at some point.
No, because allegedly she quit comedy.
Oh.
Her husband won't let her do it anymore.
That's probably good for everybody.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't think they were actually married, which makes it funnier.
Yeah. Yusuf Goff was like an Arab philosopher.
Yes.
They're like, we don't come here to fight. We use our words here.
Well, no, the best part of that is she started talking shit to everybody that was there. Like, and you're all just terrible comics. Anybody that comes here for comedy is terrible. And Yusuf, first thing he goes, you're here for comedy? Yeah. Which is the perfect fucking response to that.
That's the best way to respond to people like that, I realize. Is like you can't freak out on them. Just
no.
Be calm. Be like, well, actually, there's a fallacy in your logic.
Right.
Then they get more mad. But it's the truth. It's the truth, man. Chris Parks in the background just drinking wine. That was funny as hell to me too. There's so many layers to the Ming freak out. I love it.
I know. Hold on a second. Let me see something here.
Is
It's
this
fine.
right?
That happens. You know, some people come, they didn't know what they were coming
She's
getting into. Sure.
Girlfriend's contract.
Yeah.
Cast fan.
Which I also tend to like take their side. If I see that happening, I try to do that. I'm like, why do you make you come to it? You know, why do you put you through this kind of thing?
Yeah.
Is how I will usually approach that. But when you see those faces, if someone like that gets shitty and they realize that they're funny, she's saying all of you are stupid as shit because you're laughing at it. Then they'll hate her for you.
Well, there's always going to be a you suck and you're not funny person in the world.
Yeah, well, that's a skill you have to get. That poor girl in that had the video of her skitsing out on the guy in the audience.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
That was on
People piled on her, which was actually fucked up.
Well,
She was getting like death threat. I'm like, why would you death threaten someone who had a bad time on stage? It seems weird. But again, that's the situation of getting an audience before you're ready to handle all situations. Because the thing about that was the heckle in that video is, I mean, heckling 101, like the thing you should be able to handle is someone going, "You're not funny.
Right.
I'm funny. You want me to tell the joke? Like, give me the microphone." This is all like, I said, these are the lobs they throw you at pitching practice, you know, the batting practice to fucking do crowd work.
It's
Like,
day one of karate.
yeah, it's like they're saying you suck and you're not funny. Like, come on, you know.
Which is unfortunately true, right, Paul? You suck. You're not funny.
Yeah.
Ah, thanks for the welcome, Dix.
Welcome, Paul. What's going on?
What's up, boy?
We just listen.
man.
So Nick, when we were talking about him coming on anyway, he's like, "Oh, I got to talk about that whole Ming thing." I'm like, "Come on in. Let's go. Let's have at it."
You
And it
didn't
was right before Rogan talked about it with Big J. So
I didn't hear you mention that we actually had an exclusive with her. Right
I
after.
didn't get to that part.
Okay.
I figured now that you're on, you could discuss that part.
Okay. Yeah, I managed to convince her to go on Hodges' podcast the Monday after.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can only do 2 minutes. I got a sore throat. I don't feel well. And then she proceeded to do 45 minutes on the show. She also said, I was signing up for racism. That's why I was there. And then she did 20 minutes on why Indian people fucking smell.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But wait. I have to tell my favorite part of this whole story, which how it blew up and everything.
Yeah, great.
So Paul, being Paul, is going to take a clip of the video and start posting that shit because he can't help himself. And God bless him for that because a lot of times it's good shit. Not always, but a lot of times you'll get some good shit that's out there. It's like, oh, all right, yeah. And Paul, forgetting that he uses multiple accounts all the time, posted that not on his regular name on Reddit and put it on Reddit. And that's where it got like 8 million different views.
Wow.
So
yeah, I got
Paul,
8 million views under one of my business accounts, basically.
I think you just launched a career.
Yeah.
And
Well,
destroyed it at the same
she
time.
says that she just came back on. Did you see she's on under a different Instagram name?
No, I just know that she got rid of everything on that page.
No, yeah, but she changed her name. What the fuck? Are you friends with her on Instagram?
I was.
Well, then you're still going to be under the new name.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, it's the name of the dog. Remember the dog?
No.
Remember she had a page for a puppy, and
Nope.
And it's her new name is like.
I wasn't there. I missed it.
No, there's a page on Instagram that she had for her puppy that was in the video.
I don't follow people's dogs.
Yeah, but now it's like it says like Rocco's mom is the name. Rocco's mom or something is the name of the Instagram. But
Yeah, but she's not back to comedy, I thought.
no, I never saw her start comedy.
But you know what I mean. I mean that's also fair, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Leave that one alone. You know.
But the last time we talked to her, she said that her husband didn't think it was safe for her to do comedy anymore. Personally, I think it's not safe for everybody around her.
Yeah, nah. No
Listen,
pizza-
pizza's never killed anybody.
no pizza
right?
is safe.
No Roger, no rerun, no rent.
Yeah.
The hundreds of thousands of Reddit replies describing John Hollywood as the poor guy that lost his pizza. Why did that old lady lost her pizza?
That was my
Yeah.
fault.
Why does John Malkovich not have his pizza? You know.
Nah, but I was just saying to Dave, like it's crazy how like her name is Ming and John Hollywood looks like an old like stepdad version of like Flash Gordon?
Yeah. Well, he probably hopes that Ming's into that, but that's another story.
No, it's the same story.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Ming's pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie, but she definitely has like an abusive boyfriend.
She had an abusive summit because it's coming out.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold on a second. Flash Gordon and Ted.
Oh yeah, this is classic.
All right, I had to get that out of the way. I'm sorry. We were just talking about Flash Gordon and Hollywood, and does it get more Hollywood
No,
than
I heard a part of it. Yeah, I did hear.
yeah. And that clip also wasn't as good as I was hoping. I just went with the first thing that came up, and
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have photoshopped the shit out of that shit if I was on top of it. If I was like more on top of my shit, I would have photoshopped her face onto Ming. I put fucking John onto Flash Gordon.
What do you mean Flash Gordon approaching?
That's fucking John with a pizza on the fucking like the flying bike or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. You need the guy, the flying bike guy, to be Anthony Ennis.
Yeah, and the fucking Valkyries. I'll put like Yusuf Goff and Chris Park and shit.
I want to be the guy that would you put your hand in the tree and get bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember all of that movie because I was really high every time I watched it.
That'll do it.
That's the best way to watch it. It's one of the best high movies. They got a great soundtrack, but what a shit movie. You know what I mean?
Listen. At the time, we loved it.
But that's why you love it. It's because it's so.
Those special effects were state of the art at the time.
At the time, that was brand new fucking effects. Like that was the shit. Everybody was hoping to have shit like that.
Oh yeah, the effects are great, but it's like
Prince Baron.
Timothy Dalton wasn't he?
Yeah, Prince Baron. He was the guy with the glove in the tree.
Holy shit! Yeah, that was him.
What was the I want to say sex comedy, but like the teen comedy in like the 90s that the guy that played Flash Gordon showed up in?
In the 90s? I don't know. You got me.
Was it? It wasn't Better Off Dead. It was something like Better Off Dead. I just don't remember which one it was. He was a big part of the story too. Fuck.
I feel like Timothy Dalton would be above that movie.
Oh, I know what it was. It was Ted. It wasn't the 90s.
It wasn't the 90s. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I don't know anything in the 90s.
Yeah,
I remember Ted from like 2013 or whatever.
Yeah, it's around there.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was longer ago than that.
I mean, I should just double check. I was just looking at the video. 2012.
Let's see, you were wrong.
2013 is a lot closer than the 90s. Just saying. I think I was kind of on. It was during the same presidency at least.
Don't you understand? You can guess, but you can't go over. I was closer.
I didn't go over.
Yeah, you did. You said
was under.
2013. You were over
didn't
by
go
a
over.
year.
I didn't go over. Same presidency.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
It was the Obama era. I was right.
Yeah, the Obama era.
Not the Clinton era.
That's
So
funny shit.
how was what do you call it? Uncle Vinny's? Let's talk.
Oh
What the
my
hell
god,
happened?
Oh, yeah.
so good, bro. So good.
Good explanation. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. You know, I got there, and you know, and it was Tim Rager was the host. I was the opener, and Tom Nemec was the feature, and then obviously Jim
Really?
was the
Because
headliner.
that's not how I heard it.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not. I'm booked on a show with someone that I don't want to throw under the bus on live podcast. But yeah. So Jim's like, "How long you want to do?" And I'm like, "You give me a number. I don't care. You want me to do 20? I'll go up there and I'll just do 20. You know." And he's like, "No, do like 6 or 7. The feature's going to do like 15, and then I'm going to go up for 45." So that was cool.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
the first night was great. The audience was great. But the second night, Greg Girardo Jr. came. You know, Greg Girardo's son. He's a lot of fun, that kid. I was talking to him a lot about, you know, his dad and all that shit. But that crowd, oh my god, I don't know if they were shit faced or they were just there to watch comedy.
Probably both.
We literally burned that room down. I've never had a shit hit as hard as it hit in that room.
Was
they
it
were
an older crowd, or was it like an O&A crowd, or what kind of crowd was
There
it?
was a lot of people that knew me from O&A that came up to me afterwards, probably a quarter to a half of the room. A lot of people as they're walking out. They remembered me from O&A, but yeah. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of O&A people in there. But the younger people, they were watching O&A on YouTube too. So I mean, they were technically O&A people, even though they didn't hear it when it was live.
That's fair.
But yeah, I had some woman jump up in the back of the room a couple of times. She stood up and shouted, which was funny. And then
Shouted what?
I'm trying to remember what the joke was.
Was she liking what you said, or was she hating
Yes.
you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right.
There was three. There was two loud guys and one loud girl. And the
You know
loud
that could
girl,
go either way. Is all I'm saying.
yeah, definitely. But she jumped up for two jokes, and then I said she still stood up, and I'm like, anyone ever got invited to a yeah, exactly. Anyone ever invited to a gangbang? And then she sat down. She sat down, and I'm like, hey, you're not gonna fucking stand up for this joke, are you? And she's like, no, She didn't want all the women with her were like looking as if she's gonna go, yeah, I was in a gangbang, So, but yeah, it's fucking
define gangbang. Like,
yeah, I know.
people have different ideas of that. Is all I'm saying. Like, I was in a gangbang. It was me and two guys. I'm like, that's just a threesome.
Yeah, what is that? Someone said to me, was it you were talking the other day? We said it was 5 people involved.
It wasn't me, but I think you need at least 5. Yeah, I think that's the rule.
Yeah, I mean, how many?
Because you have to have the 4 fingers in the thumb, so that's 5.
What about with Blair Warner watching his girlfriend get railed by all those black guys? Does him? But was he? Does he count as one of the 5 if he's sitting in the corner?
No, but he was there, so that's 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Blair, I don't know, you want to tell the story?
Fun story. Let's hear about it.
So Blair was looking for a reason to break up with his girl.
No, that's not true. That wasn't true. That part.
I've heard several parts of this.
Yeah,
I've heard him told several ways.
Just
by him.
He was dating a British girl, a British girl who tried to do comedy in leather sweatpants. So John Hollywood was fucking all over. She was into getting railed in, like, they called it the what was it? The
Queen of Spades.
Queen of Spades party, which is basically you go online and you arrange this thing. You go to a hotel room and like at least 4 black dudes show up, and then Blair sits in the corner watching these dudes go to town on his girl. She was into this whole thing, so.
And he's like, sure, why not? And then they broke up right afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for her too.
They all had a good time. All 7 had a good time.
I was gonna say he couldn't live up to
You don't know that.
I'm just saying, must have been a reason to get rid of her.
No, he just why be number 8?
Only problem
it was
like once you get to more than 3, you don't have enough holes. So that means one or 2 guys has to like sit on the
take
side
turns. Yeah.
And jerk off
next to the guy that's watching anyway.
Yeah, I don't like
that. Just makes it more weird.
I don't want to be that guy. I want to be fucking railing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But she used to live in like I'm guessing like Windsor or somewhere Piscataway, somewhere.
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but then she moved to Trenton for some reason. And then later we found out that it was because she was a photographer, so she could work anywhere, live anywhere. But yeah, she decided it would be more. In Trenton. She could, she could follow her hobbies more easier by living in the correct neighborhood.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's cheaper rent is cheaper. You have the beautiful pictures that you could take of the bridge all the time over there. Like the State House. There's a lot of beauty that could be photographed there.
Right.
Like if you're into horses, Black Beauty. I don't know. No, too far. I don't know.
It's funny you mentioned that bridge because there's a show called Accused on A&E. It follows somebody getting accused of something all the way through to the trial. And this week was the case of the black guy that jumped out of his car and stabbed the guy right on Route 1 by the Menlo Park Mall.
Nice, one of us.
A couple of years ago, and of course the guy lived in Trenton, which is funny. It's funny because they showed that bridge.
The guy that got stabbed.
No, the guy that got stabbed died. So the guy that stabbed him.
That was gonna be my follow-up question. So he probably deserves jail.
Yeah. But he got off. The guy got off too. It was kind of interesting. I mean, the video was pretty.
So did all the guys that were with Blair's girl.
Yeah, exactly. They all had an appointment.
Full circle.
Yeah, the guy that got stabbed wanted to go first. That was the problem.
Why he got he pulled the long straw and still wanted to go first. It's like, doesn't work like that. You gotta have the short straw.
Yeah.
I mean, that girl was tougher than that guy because she got stabbed by 5 black guys. He only got stabbed by 1.
Did you ever see the movie Havoc with Anne Hathaway? I forget. I think Bijou Phillips. So there's a scene where Like they're two fucking rich suburban girls in Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
and they want to hang out with all these Mexican gang dudes.
Nice.
And they're like they're just like, oh, go, we just want to be a part of the crew. It's like, well, you got to roll the dice then. It's like, all right, you rolled a 4. You got to take 4 dudes in the next room.
Wow.
And then Anne Hathaway had to take 4, and her friend rolled like 8.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's a party tonight. I was like, all right, this is happening.
It's gonna be a party tonight, vato. Órale. And they fucking but that's the real thing. They call it sexing them in.
Yeah.
Sexing them in, and then after that, they're part of a gang. That's how you could lose a pretty white girl to a gang.
Yeah, Bijou Phillips. I was right. 2005.
Damn.
Good movie.
Who's in it?
Anne Hathaway, Bijou Phillips.
But who are the Mexicans?
Uh,
Raymond Cruz, common suspect.
yeah, I mean, come on.
Typical. Yeah, I could see him fucking railing mad. Bitches.
Yeah. Jose Vasquez,
Never heard of him.
Luis Robledo, Josh Peck.
He could be like a funny Mexican.
Yeah. But no, it was fucking funny. I like it's a cool, it's not great cinema.
I don't know.
But like I could watch it and just like, oh yeah, Anne Hathaway's fucking riding around looking good. I'm like, all right, I remember.
I mean, honestly, it's my dream to be that Mexican in the movie. Because I know, like, if I do get cast, it's gonna be like a Mexican or some other shit. Like it's not gonna be like anything good, but it's gonna be like a good start. It's a good foundation to play a Mexican.
And why wouldn't it be?
Then you work your way up to like a more distinguished role. And honestly, I think you can play a Mexican, Dave.
During the summer, definitely.
Yeah, like the first time I met you, I thought you might be Mexican.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be the first time that somebody said that to me.
yeah, you're like around the right height range, right hairdo.
Right. Like when I went in the Army, it was also summer, so I was already starting to be tan, and then I went to basic training in Georgia.
Yeah.
Got a little more tan. So there's pictures of me that I wish I still had. I had a house fire like a decade ago, 15 years ago at this point. And
She was flying there.
what's that? Well, I wish I would have had some money out of it. I wouldn't have been broke after that if that was the case. But no, but like people like, that's a weird name for a Mexican. I'm like, probably because I'm not Mexican. I don't know. And it's like, I've gotten everything. Like, I remember one time I met some girl down Seaside. It was like 95, 96.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you remind me of my baby's daddy. I'm like, oh, cool. Well, whatever. And she's like, are you like mixed race or Dominican? I'm like, no, why?
No, you should have said yes because I think you got a big dick.
Well, I mean, she was still, it was just afterwards. This is post-coitus sex on the beach. And she's like, and I'm like, yeah, no. And she's like, oh, yeah, you look Dominican. I'm like, thanks. I don't know. How do you fucking respond to that? I'm like, thanks. Because I look like her baby daddy. So she has a type and I fit in that.
But dude,
Right,
your ancestry confirmed there was something in there.
Well, I didn't know that in 96. So
Once you fuck, it's over. Who gives a fuck?
that too. It's like, that's all kinds of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I was at a bar in Seaside after a mic recently, and I didn't stick around too long because like I just wasn't feeling it. But
That'll do it.
There was this lady that was like very much trying to fuck all of us. She was like an older lady. She's into like younger guys.
Good for her.
20s and shit. And
Was that the one Victor Ponti was at?
It was Hooks
Boulevard.
No, Hooks in Seaside.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, down by you, not up there.
No, there's a Boulevard mic on a Thursday in Seaside Heights.
Really? Where the hell would that be?
I mean, there's the mic that I went to is Heavy Reel.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that one.
But Heavy Reel just ended. So like,
Why? What happened?
So apparently we were too vulgar, but that's what you do at an open mic.
Wait, comedians got vulgar?
Yeah, who would have thought?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wish I kind of stuck around longer though, because that lady was like, I love fucking guys your age, and she was pulling on this guy who clearly didn't want to fuck.
anybody we know, or
Nah, he's just like he hangs around.
did she try to hook up with Dweck?
No, Dweck wasn't there. Dweck's out of the state now.
That's what I heard. Yeah, he had some family drama. He had to leave for a little while.
Yeah. God bless him.
But he was actually supposed to come in here like about a month ago because I did his podcast,
Oh wow.
and he's like, I'd love to come in. I'm like, actually, I said, he goes, I'd love to be on. I'm like, perfect. And he's like, can I come in? I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't. And I'm like, oh, and then like nobody was able to make it in that day. I'm like, well, kind of a good thing. I'm like, all right, this is just a sign from God. Keep him away.
So,
At least, until the summer.
if God wills it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm not fighting the universe on that one.
Spin the dreidel, say your prayers.
Woo! Come on.
Mhm.
Now, if I read Hebrew, it'd be a lot funnier. But
Just make like spitty noises after it lands. Instead landed on
Yeah,
I
the
want
one in
500
on
bucks.
Boulevard, the one in Boulevard on Seaside Heights is at a place called Low Fly.
Yeah, that's it. That well, Low Fly produces it, and it's at Heavy Real Brewery.
Yeah, yeah. Victor Ponti was there on last week, and he left his jacket there. I remember he was just telling me like it was a big fucking deal.
Yep, he was. That was the same night I'm talking about.
So he's back
Yeah.
from
Being on Cops.
yeah.
Yeah, did you,
Although that
Nick? You probably didn't see that because they haven't released all the new episodes of Cops yet. But he's in it, getting pulled over by
But
the cops
oddly
in
enough,
Florida.
Paul is friends with people that knows people, and he has unreleased videos of the new Cops episodes.
So what happened to Ponty? He got fucking frisked or something? What?
He got pulled over. He was riding a little scooter in Key West, and he wasn't signaling. He didn't stop for a stop sign. He was all over the road waving at people like he is. And he got pulled over. And then he had to
just like Rocky.
And then he had to tell a whole story about how he was a comedian from New Jersey. I mean, he got a huge plug. It was like 4 or 5 minutes long on the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But then it turns out he got pulled over again, and they haven't shown it yet. But in the titles for the series, it has a picture of him getting a ticket in a different place. So you know, there's a good chance they're going to show the other one later. So he's probably going to be in it twice. You know?
So he's in the opening episode for the season and the final one.
No, he's in the second episode, but he's in the title sequence that shows you the. Yeah, he's in the 12 seconds into every episode. There's a picture of him putting his hands in his face. Every episode of the whole series.
Yo, I'm glad they're bringing back Cops. That was a great fucking show.
It's been on the whole time. People just don't know where it was.
Oh wow.
It's literally been on the whole time. So.
Yeah, what up, Sully?
Oh shit, what's up, Sully? I mean, not like you could fucking respond, but you know.
Sully, I want to say quick. I just want to say shout out. Oh, first of all, my wife Sully, who's checked in.
Hey Tracy.
My boy Mike Wasong, Valerie. What's going on, everybody?
What's up? Living better now, Gucci sweater now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like I just think it's funny that he's he's back from Florida because ever since the Cops episode.
Yes.
Episode.
But no one's seen it.
Yeah, but there's probably a reason he can't stay down in Key West right now.
Yeah.
Because of either that or he's trying to fucking evade court.
Yeah, that's understandable. But also like I would promote the fuck out of that. I'd be like,
Yeah,
cutting that up.
I'm gonna get it. I'll find it on my phone.
Yo, like I'm not lying to you. Like I've been looking for my mugshot for like a while. Because like once I find my mugshot, I want to make merch out of it.
You should.
Yeah, but I actually the latest mugshot.
Listen, if our president can do it, the rest of us can do it.
I want the latest mugshot that I have because I look the best in that. Because it was the summer I got the fucking V-neck white.
There you go.
But like, I want that, but it's also kind of a pending case technically.
Oh, so then you gotta wait.
Yeah, but it's also been like over a year, so I think statute of limitations. Like by the time they actually bring it to court, my record's clean, other than one little fucking ditzy fuck up, whatever. So like by the time I get there, it's just like, well, I got a clean record, haven't been fucking around.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm not gonna go too into detail about it, but I'm just gonna be like, look, I'm good.
Listen, if she's pressing charges, it happens.
Oh, it ain't like that.
I'm kidding.
Nah. But there is the potential for that to happen.
That's fair.
But yeah. God, my life's fucked up.
Well, it could be worse. It could be like that guy with what's her name up at what do you call it? At Bogies.
Yeah.
Remember you sent me the info?
Yeah.
I didn't want to mention names. That's why. But
yeah,
I know
definitely don't mention the person.
No, I wasn't mentioning names. I just figured I said that to him just because I knew we would talk about it. I just like just so you get a sneak peek. Like, listen, there's some like Hollywood may seem creepy. He's not trying to be. He just can't help himself sometimes, though.
Yeah, that is true.
Older guy, my dad's creepy sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. But when you're older like that, like Hollywood's almost 60.
Yeah.
So it's hard not to appear creepy. Hey, girl, how are ya?
My dad's probably like 67 or something. I went to a Portuguese restaurant with him in Newark. And
which one? I love,
the best one.
I love Fernandez.
And we were downstairs at the bar area, and fucking, he was clearly getting fucked up off sangria. And the bartenders are hot young girls. And they're fucking hugging. They're like, oh my God, I haven't seen you. And my dad goes, hey, where's my hug? And I was like, Dad, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But he just wouldn't stop. He was like, what? I'm not doing anything wrong, man. It was like, Dad, it's not the fucking 80s anymore. You can't be doing shit like that. He was like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, they just don't understand.
I was looking for something, but I just came across a different meme. Breakups in 98. Can I get my CDs back? Breakups in 2018. Can you delete these pictures of my asshole?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So I got a picture of my my urethra with googly eyes on it. I do. Yeah, because my ex made that because she thought it would be funny to like fuck with my pee hole when I'm sleeping. So she would like put googly eyes on it and fucking blow in it and give me fucking what's it called, urinary tract infections just to fuck with me.
Well, why wouldn't she? That's just a good time.
Yeah, that's how I spent COVID.
That's
I was just trying to send this to you and I can't fucking find it.
Yeah, man.
I'll send it to you later. I already told you, you don't fucking need it. No, I was just trying to show something. So the place I used to like going to over in Newark is fucking no longer there. Iberia.
Yeah,
I used to love Iberia.
I heard
Wasn't there two of them? Was that the one?
Yeah,
There's two right across the street from each other.
It was the main one. And oddly enough, me and my wife were there with some friends like 2 weeks before they shut down. And then there's my wife dancing on the tables and fucking ringing the bell on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah. So
They
why
pro-
wouldn't
So what are you saying? They run out of alcohol and that's why they closed?
probably.
Yeah.
At least you had a good time, you know.
I had some dude not like one of my
You had some
comic
dude.
books.
Just leave it there. You had some dude.
Yeah, and his name's Paul, and I got a blowjob. Oh wait, you wanted me to leave it there? I'm sorry, I gave up too much information again.
It happens. It happens. It's a modern
Well, I'm
era.
assuming it's. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I'm just some dude that was like responding to my comment on some post on YouTube. And he goes, "I just watched a bunch of your videos. You're giving out fake names to people." I'm like, "No. I told a joke where I said it was somebody else. I used my name." And like it was talking about the video of me talking to the insurance company saying like, "Hey, I don't need insurance to drive. Fuck you people."
Yeah, I remember.
You ever get those random calls? Hey, you looking to buy car insurance? I just fuck with him on the line, and I have Paul videotape me doing it.
Oh yeah, I got an email once that my number was like it was found on like a database of like fucking like shit that's been like leaked to people that like fuck with you like
Yeah,
and I was like whatever.
That's
I
cool.
want
Everybody-
mine there.
Same number.
That's everybody's phone number.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I want more calls from him. I need more content.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to post more videos of shit like that.
I just end up doing shit for the content, and sometimes it's not to my benefit.
That's also
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, but it does come out as great content. Like I accidentally stumbled into fucking a trans woman, and I tried it because if you're gonna trick me, and you trick me to the point that we're in the bedroom and shit, and then you tell me I was just like,
We're already here.
we're already So I said I was like, we're already here, made it this far. So I fucked her in the ass, and
Are you sure?
oh yeah, she didn't fuck me in the ass, but like she tried to get me to like blow her a little bit, and I did a little bit. But then I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
No,
And then I was like,
that would be
nah.
wrong.
I was like, nah, turn over. I'm fucking you in the ass. So I fucked her in the ass. Well, and she tried to stick fingers in my butt. That wasn't about that. I don't like things touching my ass.
That's fair.
But then by the end of it, I was looking at the ceiling and I was like, you know what? I'm just a straight guy that went too far. And I'm not going to do that ever again. But you know what? I'm very secure in my sexuality now. So that's the plus of it.
See,
So God bless that woman.
that's like remember Malik?
I got
Paul?
problems, dog.
Remember
Yeah, well,
Malik?
yeah, but Malik.
'Cause I put it in my mouth for a second. I realized I didn't like dick. It's good.
Yeah, I don't.
I knew I wasn't gay after that. It was perfect.
It's kind of my story.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't. I mean, it was a lady dick.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's kind of a gray area. Like, if it was like a guy, hell no, I'm not attracted to guys.
Right.
I'm not. I was attracted to the idea that was.
How are her
a
titties?
woman. Great.
There you go.
Great.
But
tits.
Norton would,
Right.
Yeah,
but Norton would tell those stories. Norton would be like, I was fucking a hooker doggy style, and I was ready to come, and I flipped her over, and she had a dick, and I'm like, well, I'm here, so who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What point do you stop? It's already too late once you're already having sex.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it was like one of those like Filipino or Thai ones, like they could fucking pull it off well. But
True.
I just would not blow them again. That was very much like out of my ballpark. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah,
like
you wouldn't
that.
fall. You wouldn't fall for it 4 or 5 times.
No,
Well, you might. They have those little hands.
no, but I would.
Yeah,
I would-
exactly.
I'd fuck fuck him in the ass because I mean, if you're gonna try to be the woman, I'm gonna treat you like the woman. You know what I mean? I don't like dick in my mouth.
That's just fair.
Yeah. But what? So many bits I got out of that. Oh, I'm still exploiting it.
Right. Well, what doesn't kill you makes better material.
Yeah, man. I keep fucking starting my sets with sometimes like fucking being a straight guy is like driving a car for too long. Eventually, no matter what happens, you're gonna end up blowing a tranny. And when that happens, that's okay. It fucking kills. I did that in front of like 16-year-olds one time. This kid fucking fell out of his chair.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing. Like the Gen Z kids, like the youngest kids out there, they have a much better sense of humor all of a sudden.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, there's people in my generation that are fucking retarded, but that's not all of them. That's just the loudest ones.
Yeah.
Most like the kids I grew up with, they think like you and me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. Most people think most people don't care about the ancillary shit. It's just like, dude, that was funny. I got it.
Yeah, man. I mean,
He didn't sound like he was being a dick. He just fucking he didn't like that part of it.
yeah, I think media just makes everything look worse.
Yeah,
You know?
they definitely do.
Yeah, but I like people with senses of humor. I don't like people that are all fucking soft and they fucking dye their hair and they think that they're this and they're that and they fucking I stand with this. But no, fuck you. At the end of the day, those people are so disingenuous.
Usually they are. Yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm X even said, "Beware the white liberals." The
Yep.
conservatives are honest about what their shit is.
Yeah. If the people that come out and tell you they hate you, they hate you.
The liberals act like they're your friend, but then when it comes to actually getting down for the fucking cause, they stab you in the back.
Exactly.
They do what's in their own interest.
Although I like that one. Fuck, I forget who was saying that. I was like, don't open. Just because you open your mouth for black dick doesn't mean that you're down for the cause. I was like, all right, that's fair.
Yeah, but if they want to pay some reparations, that's a good way.
There you go. That's it's a start.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm okay with getting that check. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think if you weren't actually there, you shouldn't get a check.
No, I want my check.
Well, you only get 18% of it. So.
No, I get it as a full person.
Is it the drip rule?
No, yeah, one drop roll. I'm in.
Yeah.
This is America. One drop roll.
Bro, I know I'm definitely like some percentage black because my dad's Peruvian, my mom's Sicilian.
There you go.
So between both of them, fucking, there's some black in there.
Do an ancestry, you'll find out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I got fucking like a nephew in Peru that's fucking like straight up like a black kid. You know what I mean? Like the color range in my family is fucking the whole rainbow.
Mine, not so much. Just depends on, not including me, the ones that I know of, not so much.
Yeah.
Me, whole different from everything else. And like, it's even funny. I've been doing a bit about it because it's like, especially now with like my wife, my son, my stepkids, I don't look like I belong.
Yeah.
I look at a place just with my immediate family.
Yeah, but you get like dark enough that like there's definitely somebody back there.
Yeah. Oh no, there is. I found that out. So I'm like, oh, okay, because my dad was adopted. So
Oh shit.
and I found out his mom was black. So
Oh, so you're like a Melungeon?
yeah, like
Nice.
Melungeon. I like that
Yeah,
reference.
that's old school racism.
It's a good
Old school.
good reference.
I don't know if it's necessarily racism, but that's just a
No, that's actually a classification of people from like the hills of like Tennessee and shit.
yeah in the 1800s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's still people that identify as Melungeon.
Yeah, but I don't know where the fuck that. I mean, they're in the hills, right?
Allegedly.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I never met somebody that actually says I'm a Melungeon, but I just went through like a period recently where I was watching all these fucking U.S. history documentaries, and that's one of the things.
Appalachian Mountains, Colonial Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina.
Yeah,
Descended of free people of color and white settlers.
a lot of people think Lincoln was like half Melungeon or something.
People, yeah, but they there's rumors of like a bunch of people, like him, Elvis.
Yeah,
What's his name? Daniel Boone. I'm like, okay. Like at a certain point, do we even care anymore?
yeah.
I don't care who was what 100 years ago, 50 years ago. Who cares? Who cares about somebody that died 50 years ago?
Yeah,
At a certain point, it's like I don't care what their race was. Like, all right, they were a good person. They weren't a good person. Move the fuck on.
yeah, I don't use it as like a point of judgment, but it's interesting to know.
Yeah, I think it's cool to find. I'm like, oh wow, that
Yeah.
cool. Kudos.
But you think Lincoln was gay?
I've heard that.
'Cause
I've also heard he was trans. I heard he was hermaphrodite. I heard a bunch of shit about
he
that.
wasn't trans. I'll tell you that shit. But he was possibly gay. I think.
Well, I mean, it's hard if you judge by today's standards. Definitely.
No, I mean.
No. Hear me out though, because when he was in law school, his best friend / roommate slept in bed together.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they fucked. Like, I've slept in bed next to guys, but that doesn't make me
Right,
fucking-
but did you sleep next to them for years?
Nah.
Right.
But it's also the 1800s.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a but if you judge by today's standards, like, dude, they were in bed together all the time for like 3 years.
I mean, yeah.
You know something went down. That's the way people nowadays think if it was happening now. But
America-
back then it was just the way it was.
America back then was a filthy place.
So it wasn't like White Lotus. Have you guys been watching the new series of White Lotus?
Never heard of it.
A little bit. I saw a little bit.
Tell me
So
about
there was
it.
a
Never
scene.
heard of it.
There was two brothers. One was like say 18, 17, and the other guy's like 20 something. And they pick up a chick between them, and they take some fucking ecstasy, and the kid wakes up. The older kid wakes up from the ecstasy to find that his little brother is fucking the girl, but jerking him off.
Yeah,
And he's like, "What the fuck?"
I saw the after episode, the episode after that, and one of them was Arnold Schwarzenegger's son that played it.
That's exactly.
Which
yeah.
one?
The white one.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mexican one is fucking like, I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy that he reconnected with Dad,
Yeah.
because he's fucking.
It's
like,
hard to deny it.
I think
If you looked at him, it was like,
his
oh no, I see it.
his Mexican son is more like Schwarzenegger than his white son,
Yeah.
and I think that's dope. But like, you definitely tell he's Schwarzenegger's kid.
Just he's like spot on him.
Mexican Schwarzenegger. That's.
And I don't but he has like the physique, not that he's built, but he has like some people you could see they have good genetics where it's like, oh, if he worked out, he'd be a fucking monster.
Yeah, no, like me and my brother got the same physique. We got the same build. Like, if you look at us side by side, we got the same structure. Like people that know him have like confused me for him.
Okay.
From just looking at me from behind. They're like, Danny, you fucking got skinny. We're like, oh.
Danny didn't get skinny.
Yeah, no, I'm different.
I just got a nicer jacket today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hodge, is this stream y'all gonna let me add a video to play a video? I want to see what it says.
I don't know how. Wait.
You have to.
No,
you have to
I
add
did.
it like
Hold
you're.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Hold on.
Oh shit, that's Pontiac.
Gets pretty busy. Yeah, this guy's singing and dancing while he's driving his moped. He's got one foot in the air, one arm in the air. He's swerving all around. Looks like he's wearing a Rocky Balboa costume or something. I've seen him around before, but I don't really know him.
Does anybody really know him?
Looks like he's driving.
Everybody
a
knows he
little
steals their
crazy.
jokes.
That's
And
about
now
it.
he just ran a stop sign. We're gonna have to pull this guy over before he causes an accident. Going out on 4, copy 1050. Be a Green and Fitzpatrick, Green and Fitzpatrick. Moped, one occupant, running stop sign, and careless.
Yeah.
Hello. The reason I'm stopping you is for running the stop sign back there. You're also driving a little carelessly with one hand, got your foot off the side, all over the street. You have your driver's license with you? Yeah.
Out of 4, someone.
4, go ahead.
Quick question now. I just want to make sure that I'm not playing too much of this. That's why I wanted to pause it real quick. So
I couldn't answer that question.
Not getting a return on that.
Right. That's why I figured
It might be okay. Do pause it every like half a minute or something.
Yeah. Why is he
It
bleeding?
wouldn't be the first time you get it.
Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
It's in there?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's his makeup.
Yeah, a lot of stuff on this thing.
Even though they edited the cop beating him up.
Listen, I don't mean to disrespect. My father was a captain of police too.
Oh yeah? Where at?
Newark, New Jersey.
New Jersey?
I can be
Can't be
racist.
driving all over the place like that. All right, give me just a minute, okay?
Yeah.
Calling down before
Yeah.
we go into 2. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, just keep it there. You're good. So what are you doing? What's up with all the music? Is it for spring breakers? What's going on?
Now, I wasn't sure if he was actually just trying to walk off with the bike there or not.
I know that's even the cop thought that. He's like, where the fuck?
Where you
Dude,
going?
If he'd have run from the cops,
What are you doing?
Can you imagine if
Rock.
he ran from the cops?
Rocco, where you going, Rocco?
But there, you're good. So what are you doing? What's up with all the music? Is it for spring breakers? What's going on?
No, I work in New Jersey. I'm a construction. I'm a asphalt, concrete, and curbing guy. And then in December we don't
And
work.
you were
So
concrete, you
Right.
don't
I
need
got
the
so
curb.
sick of Jersey. Last year I came down. I was doing this.
Right.
They liked it, and then this year I came back same time, like January, sometime after January. I stay over on off of Palm Street on a boat.
Gotcha.
And I go home I'll be going home in a couple of weeks. Like in April, I'll probably go back when we go back to work when the weather. That's it.
So what do we got
Ready for
going
the
on
comedy
here? Rocky
club?
or
So I
what?
came down here. Years ago with my girlfriend, and while she was in the shower, I called the comedy club here, and I said, "I'm a comic from New Jersey. What's going on?" He said, "Come down. We'll put you on." So I went down, went on, came back. She was done getting ready. I did comedy. I did my set, and then we left. And I never forgot about this place. And I said, I want to go back there. I found out about a street.
Listen, I have one question that cop should have asked and he didn't. Whose material?
You should have
did
accused
use
him of
when you were
stealing
on
jokes.
stage?
Exactly.
Are you the same? Are you the same guy, Victor from New Jersey, that steals everybody's jokes?
Dude, I
Dude,
should take.
He got
I
caught
should,
stealing at least 3 people's jokes that I know of, and
dude, how
has been
he
honest about
was,
it, saying it. Jay Latt,
Oh, he stole from
Yeah.
Ed Ruffalo,
Yeah.
and somebody else I can't remember.
dude. How about I make a meme out of this with a caption and Victor Ponte arrested for stealing jokes?
I can't believe you haven't already.
Bro,
Former permit. I got the permit, and I started hitting the streets. I figure out what can I do. I said, what can I do out here? I said, I do Rocky in my act. I said, let me go out there and do Rocky. Next thing you know,
He does an
I
Italian
got the scooter
impersonation,
and
that's
put some
weird.
music on it, and that's it.
All right, Rocky, I'm not going to give you any tickets tonight, okay? But I need you to drive safe for me so
Got it.
nobody gets hurt, all right? Okay,
Appreciate it.
have a good night. Drive safe.
Thanks. I'm just trying to entertain these people, man. That's all it is.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun. No problem with that. But just like I said, we got to be safe, okay?
Be safe.
All right, Rocky, drive safe.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Only in Key West, you can't make this stuff up. Got Rocky Balboa here driving a little rinky-dink moped.
Oh, cops spring break. Yeah, but that definitely had to have been before that, though. Right? How old is that episode?
It hasn't even aired yet.
yeah, so it's like this year, right?
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely this year. Yeah. Yeah, no, they
You
did
had
the
follow
first.
up or no?
No, I don't have the second part. No.
All right.
I mean, I can. Yeah, I mean, the titles you see them for like a second, you know.
Right. No, I'm
but-
good. I'm good. I was just
right,
curious.
but I'm saying is the clip in the titles is from the second time. You can see it's different. It's a different place. It's daylight. You know.
Oh,
so.
okay.
The funny thing is, Ponte hasn't even seen that yet. I just did like a screen grab and put it on Facebook.
Well, now he has to,
Wow.
Yeah.
now he just has to watch our show and he could enjoy himself.
Yep.
You should send him a fucking link to
What-
the podcast.
But wait, what you have to do first is make that fucking meme
I
or
know.
make the GIF or whatever with the cops there, pulling him over with the lights in the background, and then just make that one up, and then after you put that out there, then you show him the clip of this and tell him where he can
Yeah.
find that.
Oh, yeah. You just gotta wait through 45 minutes of podcast, and then he can see himself.
That's what I'm saying. Don't tell him that part. Say, oh no, we talked about it on the podcast. Look at the meme. Now go watch the podcast.
Like, yeah, I think it was in like the first 5 minutes or some shit. I don't know.
Give it like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know, give or take.
Yeah, fucking, who knows? We were drunk or something.
I mean, that's just fair.
Yeah.
Paul, sometimes you're on top of the things you should be doing, and other times like this. Other times like,
He's being Paul.
but God bless him, he's consistent at least. You don't know what the hell's gonna happen. It could be really good and awesome. It's like, I can't believe he didn't do anything. Son of a bitch. He's fucking
Dude,
slipping.
tell him what we did to Vinny Beetle.
He doesn't know him, but it's okay.
Does he not
There's
know
one-
Vinny Beetle? Okay.
No. He hasn't been around in years. So think about it. The last time he was in the area was pre-COVID. So
Oh, really?
and
Was
then
it
he
that
moved to
long ago?
Florida. That's what I'm saying. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been going comedy for like about 2.5 years.
Yeah. So there's one producer originally from Connecticut, started doing stuff in New York and New Jersey, and now he's in Florida,
Yeah.
in the Orlando area. And very shady character,
Yeah.
to say the nicest things I could.
Wait, I think I've heard of him.
You might have. It's very
I think
possible.
I've heard. Yeah, I think I heard stories when I started doing comedy.
So Paul being Paul the one day, we were going to have him on, and he fucking flaked out. So Paul being Paul decided, fuck him. While we were sitting here, sets up a website
Yeah.
with the name of his comedy promotion thing, and just fucking goes into
Nomad's
set up
Comedy
web-
Club.
whatever it is. And then, I mean, it's not around anymore. So what was it called?
Nomads.
Nomad Comedy. So he put it Nomad Comedy, made a website,
Yeah.
got the domain, registered the domain, set up the website, and it had a picture of him getting railed in the ass by Anthony.
What?
Yeah. And then put it up, and then we just started sending it out to people that knew him.
Was it like, Photoshop?
Oh yeah, it was definitely Photoshop.
No, it was real. It was a real picture.
Right. No, but this wasn't a real thing. They were not in jail together.
Like if I wanted to cast a scary guy in jail, I'd get Anthony.
Yes, and he's looking for that. He wants that to happen.
Yeah.
That's like career goals for him.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to be Polish inmate number 3.
Yeah, but he is a very sweet guy.
He is.
He's a sweetheart.
You wouldn't know it if by looking at him, but it's like Paul. You wouldn't know what a sweet boy he is if you didn't know him. You just hear him, oh, cunt.
I must say,
Cancer.
my wife has cancer.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Nah, but I must say, after I looked into you on Opie and Anthony, I was like, wow, Paul is a fascinating man.
Yeah.
Paul is like, just the interviews alone where it's just like, and you're talking about how you got with your wife. I was like, wow, I love fucking this story.
Listen, people, that's just proof. People have been meeting online for decades.
Yeah,
like internet dating is not new. He married his wife because of it, and they got married 30 years ago.
And it's still the same lady?
Yeah. Right, Paul? How long you been together?
31, 32.
Damn, her ex-husband wasn't shit, huh?
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
No, he was a good guy. He let you stay there.
I know that is true. That part's true.
His wife. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
That's fucking... Yo, I'd be shitting my pants.
Oh, yeah, that just made my day. Did you got to make sure you post that. That's awesome.
On your social media.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
yeah,
the
the turnaround on the website about Vinny. I was saying the turnaround on the website for Vinny Beetle was like 15 minutes. I was literally sitting right in front of you.
We were sitting here talking about it, and by the time we got done with our next subject, that we were just you know how we'll just fucking free ball and just fucking go out all out, and like next thing you know, like yeah, and you go like we weren't even finished talking about like the next thing, and Paul goes, oh, by the way, look at this. Like what? And you go like yeah, type this in. I'm like, and he sent me a text. I'm like, okay. I'm like, let me see this now. And I go and I type it in. I'm like, all right, there goes Anthony making love to this gentleman.
Hey, at least he was on top.
I know you don't have it anymore, but launching soon, Nomad Comedy. All right.
That's gay.
I tried.
Oh, you want to see the picture we made?
Yeah.
Probably have it.
Hold on a second. Oh, wait. Come back, Paul. Paul, I didn't mean to kick you out. I'm sorry. Use the link again. I was trying to just get rid of those other two things. I don't know how to get rid of stuff.
He's a big boy. He'll figure it out.
Oh, he posted it there.
Oh, man.
Or did I need a whole new thing for him? I don't know what the hell happened.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a podcast guy.
No, me either. And I don't know how to do any of this. I don't know how to share. There's the share screen button. I could do that.
Maybe.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
I have no idea. I have had a podcast proposed to me, so like I may have a podcast soon.
Oh, nice. With who?
Leonard Kelly in France. Do you know France?
No. Oh, yeah. I met France before. I don't know Leonard Kelly though.
Leonard Kelly's been around longer, but he's more in like West Jersey.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
France, I met at Betty's.
Yeah.
And he did your mic a couple times. He said so. I'm like,
yeah. France he's an old friend of mine, but he started doing comedy like recently.
okay.
And, like I hadn't reconnected with him in years, but I saw him at a mic once. I was like, France, how the fuck you been?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I'm doing comedy.
Sorry about that, Paul. I was just trying to click off those other two things because it was loading up here, and I don't know how to do that. You're muted. Oh, wait.
How about now?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
tried to unmute you, but you had yourself muted.
I was totally when that happened. I was totally convinced we just got a copyright strike for that cop.
No, no. That's why. Well, I'm like, no, I screwed that up. Go, 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 go. Red team, go.
If you want to get canceled, you gotta get views.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But the 3 people watching are not going to cancel us.
Yeah, I mean, you can just end the stream with like the N word, and no one will care.
That wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember hearing the old opening, Anthony.
Yeah. Hey, it was 20 years ago. Plausible deniability.
Yeah, I mean,
No, because nothing's on the internet anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It was AI. It wasn't me. It was AI.
That's right.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
AI back then would have looked like The Simpsons.
You're fucking
Wait,
British
what were you
California.
getting up first now after that Ponte thing?
I'm trying to find the Nomad's website.
Oh yeah, the picture from Nomad. Yeah, no, I just tried Googling. I couldn't fucking find it, and that's why while I was doing that, I tried just Googling his thing, and I couldn't find anything. I don't know.
We were at your new house when we did that, right?
Yeah, we were in this house. Yeah,
So how long ago was that?
it's like 5 years ago,
Okay.
maybe 6 at this point.
All right. Keep talking while I'm looking.
That's what I was trying to do, but I was like, oh yeah,
He's been in a movie.
nah, I don't know.
Oh, that's the guy. Scummy Vinny Beetle.
Scumbag Vinny Beetle. That's what he goes by because
Bam Margera.
yeah.
He was running Gambler Joe, and then he was running Artie Lang before that.
No, after that.
Yo, he-
Artie Lang was after Bam?
Yeah,
Sure
because he
about
had mostly sure. Only because the you gotta remember what do you call it? He had Artie right when he had that last relapse before his family sent him to Florida.
He was the cause of that relapse.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
Vinny Beetle made Artie Lang relapse.
Yeah.
Wow, what a piece of shit.
Artie Lang used to call him at 4:00 in the morning saying you need $3,000 for heroin.
Oh wow.
And then wouldn't go on the shows that Vinny Beetle booked if he didn't get his $3,000.
So that Vinny Beetle gave him the stuff that he was like.
He
like
no, he
knocking
would
off
he
Howard
would
Stern?
Western Union the money to him.
Yeah, yeah. Is this like when he was like nodding off on Stern,
Yeah.
or is,
And just after that.
so that's the guy?
I would say just after that, actually.
Yeah, it was just after Stern.
Yeah, bro. What a piece of shit.
Yeah. I can't find anything on him.
Yeah, I'm glad Artie's doing better.
Yeah. He's alive, so that's half the battle.
Yeah.
I don't know, but fucking, I was just trying to find other stuff. Did you ever find the picture at least, or no?
I'm still looking. I'll find it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You know what it is? When I made the page, it was an image, and that made it a problem.
That'll do it.
Makes it a problem to find it.
You guys know what happened to Bigfoot from Howard Stern?
No.
Is he like still alive? Because I know he was like sucking dick and smoking crack when he was on the show.
That I don't know.
Yeah, and he was also like pretty much like retarded. I think he said on the show he's like actually retarded.
That just makes sense.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. We have somebody else coming to the show. Hey, Tony.
Oh shit.
Hey man, how's it going?
Pretty good. How's everything?
Everything is fine.
I'm glad to hear that. So
No, this-
you're a comic out of Philly, right?
Out of central Pennsylvania now out of Florida.
Okay.
Nice. Now, is it Tony Viagra?
Yes.
Nice. I just wanted to make sure I had it right.
Yeah, I gotta send
Now is this strictly audio or audio and video?
Audio and video.
Okay.
You're on.
I'm on?
You're
Okay.
on.
See you.
Okay. Okay. I can't see me, but that's okay.
Ah, damn.
We can see you.
Well, there's
We
a
can
slight
see you.
delay on there, so you'll see it in the next like 20 seconds.
You got to watch
Great.
it on the. You got to watch it on the phone, not on the computer. It'll take a while.
Yeah, it'll be
Computer's
harder on the
behind.
computer because then you might get feedback as well.
Well, I won't do it then. Okay. Don't need feedback.
You can do it on the computer. Just make sure the sound's off on the computer. That's all.
There you go.
Well, I'm on the tablet right now.
Perfect.
Okay. So what's going on, Tony? How's everything?
Well, everything is not exactly hunky dory, but it's good. I did a show down West Palm Beach not too long ago. It went really well. I did a show in Missouri 2 months ago. Went well, and now I'm hustling to find more gigs.
No, that's the goal, right?
That's the goal. It's a hustle.
It
It's a
is.
hustle.
Definitely a hustle. Where are we at in Key West?
West Palm Beach.
Oh, okay, West Palm. I thought you said Key West. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yes, at the red light at West Palm Beach.
Nice. I've actually heard of that. I had a friend that was down there not that long ago performing.
At the red light.
Yeah, Gerard Michaels.
Okay, it's Abby Ballin runs
Yeah.
shows there. Yeah.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
from what I hear, it's a fun room.
it is. It's a nice room, and it's a big building, and the other part of the building is a strip club.
Somebody was holding out on me. I did not know that.
Yes. Yeah.
Nick here
Yeah.
wants to go there just for that.
Oh yeah, I want to get my dick.
Yeah. Well, the strip club, just trying to bleed as much money out of you as they can. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's VIP that does that for me. I gotta stay away. I gotta stay. It's terrible, Tony. I got a problem. I love fucking strippers.
Yeah. Well, it was an interesting place, but that red light, it's a nice room, and the host guy named Drew, a good host. So it was fun. That's what it's all about, is having fun.
That's half the battle, yeah.
Yeah, but I am from Pennsylvania, and I did shows in a lot of shows in Pennsylvania, and I did shows in Manhattan at the Broadway Comedy Club several times.
I used to love going there.
Yeah, I did Janice Smith-City's show there several times.
Who show?
Janice Smith-City.
Okay. I've heard the name.
She's a very funny lady in New York City, very funny. Yeah, she's been around a long time. It's a very funny lady. Yeah.
So who dragged you out to Missouri?
Well, somebody thought I was funny and offered me a gig out there. I said, yeah, I'll go anywhere for a gig.
There you go.
Damian Seaman is the guy running the show out there.
Okay. I think I know one of his friends. I have a one friend that produces shows out there, and Dickie Headass. He's friends with Damien.
Oh, that is Dickie Headass. That's the
Oh,
same
it is
one.
Dickie Headass. All right. What the hell? I thought they were two different people.
It's same guy. Same guy. It's his show.
That's funny. That's awesome. And that was a good show, though?
Yeah, it was a good show. Yeah, it was fun. At a place in St. Robert, Missouri called The Hub.
Oh, yeah. He does a lot of shows at the Hub. That's right.
Every month. Yes. Yes, and nice venue, nice people. Yeah. And I didn't get thrown out, which is always a big plus. And so, because I didn't drop any C bombs, and I kept the F bombs to a minimum, so I didn't get tossed out.
So the opposite of my act, then.
Yeah, well,
Complete opposite.
I got bad news. I was doing stand-up comedy at a lesbian birthday party, true story, and I got thrown out. Believe it or not, I got thrown out because I was the biggest dick in the room, and it's the only dick in the room.
Nice. Nice. I like it.
True story. True story.
When was this?
Oh, a few years ago in central Pennsylvania. And somebody reached out to me and said, will you do a surprise birthday party for my wife at this restaurant? I said, sure. And I gave a quote to the husband, who I thought to be the husband. And I went over to the restaurant that day, and first thing I walked in the back, the husband sitting there is a lady who looks like a guy, which I don't care. And she said, the first thing and I don't know about which pronouns to use. I want to be politically correct on any of that bullshit. But first thing the husband said to me is, "No gay jokes." I said, "I don't do gay jokes." And then he started all these fat, ugly, lesbian couples started marching in. Like, said hello, hello, and the husband's introducing me as her friend Bob from work. I said, "Wow, if I'm your friend Bob from work, you must work at a mental hospital." And
And with Paul.
Yeah.
and
But it
then
definitely sounds like they got a surprise, though, right? Did ask for a surprise.
I got the surprise. I've never got the surprise. I was doing a normal wedding. I mean, a normal birthday party, and then the wife, the birthday girl comes marching in. She's like a heifer cow at a county fair, and she's wearing some kind of like pennant, like in a beauty pageant, and it should have said Miss Heifer on it. Is what it should have said, and then I started doing my stand up, and they started laughing, and then the wife taps me on my shoulder and says, "I said, what's up?" She said, "It's too over the edge." And then the husband pointed at me, and I was like, "You leave now." And I said, "Can I have another beer?" He said, "Yeah." So then I left.
And you went for the road. The least you could do.
Yeah, Michelob Ultra. Yeah, and I was supposed to get a good Italian meal too, which I did not get. And then I got my Michelob Ultra and I left, and which is fine. But I told the husband, I guess the husband, I told the husband exactly what I do, and I even sent videos. So the husband was fully informed, and the husband wanted me. And then, so the rotten part was the husband went on the internet afterwards and trashed me to shit for doing exactly what I told us I was going to do, and that was really low and rotten.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It was.
Did you have emails with him knowing what you did, or you just called him on the phone? If you had emails when you told him what you did, you could.
Well, you sent the video, so that should be.
I sent them videos, and the husband saw videos before. The show saw what I do, and she was happy, or he whatever happy. It was happy, and wanted me on the show. So, and then trashed me for doing exactly what she knew I was going to do.
Did you get paid?
So, I got paid. Yeah, I got paid. Not enough, but I kind of quote because it was kind of close by. I gave him a low quote, which was a mistake, but I got paid. I didn't get. I was supposed to get Italian dinner, which I didn't get. So, but the part was going on the internet trashing me for doing exactly what it knew I was going to do. That was a rotten part.
Did you not get any bookings from all that? People were saying that you're too offensive. You didn't get no bookings from that?
No, I didn't get any bookings. In central Pennsylvania, it's hard to get bookings. Okay? It's not exactly a thriving comedy club area in central Pennsylvania.
By Hershey.
Well, there's nothing going on in Hershey.
You got the Laughing Stop comedy over there.
Really?
Yeah, Laughing Stock Comedy over there. They're good.
That must be new.
They've been there a couple of years, yeah.
Is it the one place at Granville? The place at
the Holiday Inn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know them. Actually, I tried to reach out to them, get booked a couple of times, and I didn't hear back. But okay, yeah, it's a newer place. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm not too familiar with it. But it's in Granville, up by the horse track, up by the casino. Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, the Central Pennsylvania Comedy Club scene is kind of stinks. In fact, there's one comedy club. Pardon me. There's a comedy club in Harrisburg.
We've done a lot of gigs in Central. Firehouses. Yeah. You ever do firehouses? That must be perfect.
The firehouse in downtown Harrisburg. Oh, you mean firehouses that run comedy shows?
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be your wheelhouse right there.
Well, I did create some. I made my own shows at some American Legions and VFWs. Is what I did. I made my own shows. Let's face it, that's the way to go. That's how you get paid. And so some of those went really well. And but then there's a comedy club outside Harrisburg called the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. That's a real shithole dump. And I don't know, I haven't been here in a long time, but the guy used to run was a complete jerk. And yeah, have you ever heard of what's his name? Raymond the Amish comedian? Have you ever heard of him?
The Amish comic, yeah.
Yeah, well, the guy who used to own the place told me, he said he wants me to open for Raymond. You know, this is like 7 years ago. I said, great. So he said, you come in and be there, and I'll tell the manager. And this is the owner telling me this, Nick. He said, sold the place. And then, so the guy that's hosting that night says, comes up to me and said, how do you want me to introduce you? I said, Tony Viagra, the gangster comedy. So then he goes up, and I'm sitting down by the stage, and he's doing material talking about his dog's vulva. I mean, that's the most disgusting and funny bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Can you imagine doing material about your dog's vulva? I mean, seriously.
Oh, I can.
You know, and then okay, it was time.
Yeah, that's the one place I don't cross that line. I do everything else, but I don't cross that one line. The dog's vulva. I can't do that. You know.
Yeah.
I can't. Who in their right mind would do it? It's not even remotely funny either, and it's more disgusting. But anyway, so then it was time to introduce me. He says, I told him how to introduce me. He says, here's a local comic, Tony Viagra. I thought, thanks a lot, pal. And for fucking up my intro. And I went up and the place was crowded because it always gets crowded for that. Raymond, the Amish, he's their top draw. He used to be. And I said I said some funny stuff, and I dropped a C-bomb, and the place went nuts. I mean, laughing. They went crazy. And then Raymond came on after me, and it was surreal. The response I got from the crowd was surreal. I mean, and then he comes on, and the first thing he says, he didn't like me stealing his thunder. He said, "What do you think of some old guy standing up here saying a C-bomb?" And I didn't think anything of it at the time, but apparently he didn't like that. And I mean, his big thing is, he's supposed to be this Amish guy, dressed up like this Amish guy, and he drops a lot of F-bombs. I guess that they find that hilarious. And but then the manager of the club, I don't know if he's still the manager at the time, he went on internet trashed me to hell for saying the C-bomb before the headliner, and you don't do that. It's like, what? Where did that rule ever come from? And so that didn't go well. I mean, the response from the crowd was fantastic, but the manager was a complete jerk. As you might encounter it often that comedy club managers tend, not always, but tend to be jerks often.
Yeah,
people are jerks.
Never seen that.
Yeah, but next thing you're gonna tell me is comedy producers are shady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I want to know is, you're doing comedy still, right? But don't you have enough money from when they started using your last name for those dick pills?
Yeah, well, I created this character 20 years ago, and I developed the name, and I really wasn't because of the drug. It was because Tony Viagra sounded right. And so it has nothing to do with the drug. And so a lot of people,
They must assume that, right?
they do, I guess, and they make a lot of stupid, annoying jokes about it, which I just ignore. Yeah.
Yeah, like some asshole will just call you Johnny Cialis or something.
Or say, yeah, I forget. It's the same stupid crap all the time. I just ignore them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not even what they say is just pure stupid. So
you don't think you're inviting it in by having that name? Because I mean, it's a pretty prominent product. It's not.
Well, I don't know, but I think it's a great name. I came up with it like 20 years ago. I think it's a great name. Yes, like I said, it's nothing to do with the drug. I just thought it sounded really cool, like a really cool jerk, and it's striving to be a cool jerk.
Yeah.
Who gets gigs and makes people laugh.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I started going by Paul Ozempic the other day. Nothing to do with the drug. I just thought it'd be a cool name. So
Well, you lost the weight finally.
Yeah, I
Ever
did
since
lose the
then.
weight, so I mean, technically, it is quite a good name. You know?
Well, just don't
Maybe it
just
was the
don't lose,
haircut.
don't lose the crowd. Just the weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If I went by Nick the Spick, I expect people to call me a beater. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And to be fair, some of my friends have called me that.
Yeah. I still
What
can't
about the
see the
people that
video.
don't like you?
Some of the
I can't
girls at the
see-
They don't like me, just call me a Mexican.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
more of an insult than Spick to me, honestly.
Some of the girls at the strip club like to call you a beater.
No, he didn't say beater. He said beaner.
Beaner.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
I'm sorry.
beaner.
I swear to God, he said beater. I'm like, why is he calling himself an old shitty car? You know?
I'll tell you, some of the girls at that club in West Palm Beach were like very pretty, very pretty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tony, what's
There's a-
your selection of women? Are you a brunette guy, a blonde guy, a big, small? You know,
Yes, you're right. Yes.
all of them. All of them.
Yeah. Yes.
That's why it's called me Viagra, man.
You know what the best
Yeah.
thing is though? If you get it to go with a shitty joke here, all you have to do is look in the mirror and get hard. You're ready to go.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. But
So if he can't get it up, he says his name's Tony No Viagra.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard all of these before, right?
You can start writing my material for me. Yeah.
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 Now, how long have you been doing comedy?
15 years.
15
Yep.
years?
15 years.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. And maybe I'll, and I'm just hustling to get going here, get to the next level. It's a hustle, as you well know.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
it's, I mean, stand-up comedy is freedom, supposedly, but not in many places. But it's a hustle, and I'm hustling. Now I'm hustling to get gigs here in North Florida and Georgia, and I gotta start reaching out, making my radius a little wider, maybe to South Alabama, and because there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of places in Orlando that I got to reach out to. Also, I did a show at Side Splitters in Tampa about a year ago, and they want comedians to come there and work for free, which isn't very cool. And
to try out, of course.
well,
Yeah.
it's an actual gig, but they
That's what
don't.
I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't pay, and that kind of stinks because whatever. But in this place, it's like pay you something, and but yeah, someplace, yeah. But I'm not into that working for free BS. I'm not into that.
Exactly. The least they can do is throw you a burger.
Yeah, or just give you gas money if nothing else.
Exactly.
I didn't get there on my unicycle, and so.
Well, I do spots
But-
in New Hampshire for a beer and a pretzel. That's what they pay you. It's
Yeah.
a pretty good pretzel. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, flat beer and a stale pretzel. Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's better than nothing.
yeah,
But it's not far off.
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe they'll give you a burnt toast and a rotten egg, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's Curly ordering the Three Stooges because he has a tape for him, and that's good enough for him.
There you go.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm a glass half full guy.
Yeah, I love the Three Stooges. I've been watching for like 66 years.
Oh, that was my shit when I was little. I used to watch the reruns.
I still watch them all the time. But now the miracle of new technology, you can watch them on YouTube anytime.
Yeah, thankfully.
I know. It's like the greatest technological innovation of this century. YouTube and the Three Stooges. It's more greater than those COVID vaccines. Really, when you think about it.
Yeah, because at least YouTube works.
Yeah, that's true. People are getting the vaccine and are still getting COVID. I know. Yes. Yeah, and so, yeah, I mean, I have many more stories to tell about many gigs and, but it's what it is, I love stand-up comedy. It's my passion. I'm going to do it until I croak and maybe afterwards too.
Nice. I like that. Well, you know why?
Yeah.
Because you still have to go back to that same producer to get the money they owe you 5 years after you die. So
I did a show in Harrisburg, like it's like 7 years ago. I did a show in Harrisburg for some guy. In fact, I opened for Janice City at a place in Harrisburg, and she's very funny.
I've never done Harrisburg. I've done Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's a college in Indiana, and
Yep, IUP. Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, this guy offered me $100 to open for her. I said, great. So when the show's over, I said, where's my money? And all of a sudden, he developed a neurological problem that he
Little
he couldn't.
amnesia.
Yeah, and milk amnesia. That's what. Yeah,
Gotta love it. Oh, hey, look, I'll give you this much. It's like, that's not
Yeah.
me. You told me you'd give me this much beforehand, though. What are you talking? I didn't drive out here for that much.
yeah. A man of integrity, not. But Janice was very funny that night. She's very funny. If you ever get a chance to see her, she's a very funny lady.
That was
What
like
was her name again?
sorry.
Janice City, and Janice City. She runs a show at the Broadway Comedy Club in Manhattan. At least she used to, on Wednesday nights. I don't know if she still does, but
Yeah, they kicked all the external producers out of there. So it's only in-house shows in that place as far as I know right now.
at Broadway,
Yeah, I think they kicked all the independent producers that were in there.
did they?
They kicked a bunch of them out. I know that.
Well, I don't know.
Right after Al died, the guy that owned it died.
Yeah, I didn't know he died. I didn't know. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So right after he died, the kids took it over a lot more. I mean, they were there before, but the kids took it over a lot more, and they kicked out a few producers. You talking about getting stiffed? I did a gig a while ago where they told us we were getting 15% of the door, and we all thought we were getting 15%, all four of us. But it turned out we were splitting the 15%.
You're lucky just to give you part of a door.
Yeah. When I do shows,
they give him part of the door, the handle.
Yeah,
they gave
the
him a knob.
I got the hinge.
Got the lock. Yeah.
When I produce shows, it's all door, because otherwise people don't promote shit.
Right.
With the internet, they can produce, they can show Twitter. We book headliners, and when they get the door, they make a lot more than if they were getting a fixed amount. But they have the motivation to actually do their freaking job and market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you promote a lot of shows.
Yeah, me and Dave, we put on a lot of stuff.
We're in Jersey, or
Jersey. Yeah. We've done some New York stuff. We did a bit of Long Island stuff. We've been into Pennsylvania slightly. Like between Philly and Trenton, we did some stuff for some people. Dave, you remember those things?
And we were trying to get back over like the Pocono area again.
Yeah. Well, look, we don't want to do a show where there's a guy next door in a fucking champagne glass. You know what I mean? We want to.
Well, I don't know about that. So those guys are a lot of fun.
We have done quite a few firehouses in Pennsylvania, like Beach Lake. We do a lot.
Yeah. Well, my thing was doing American Legions was my thing. And
you can make a lot of money. You got my buddy who doesn't do it anymore, but he would take a list of all the firehouses, all the VFWs, and all the other places, and he would make up a booklet, which is kind of expensive. He would spend like $5,000 every year sending this out, but a couple of shows he'd cover his money, and then everything was gravy after that.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea. There's lots of ways to do it. I did not make that type of investment. I just got on the phone and started reaching out to Legions, and because I am a member of American Legion, I am an Air Force veteran.
Nice. So, what years were you in?
Early 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, when there was post Vietnam and pre Iraq. I was in between.
Little Grenada action.
No, not then.
Oh, after that?
Yeah. Or no, I think that might have been before that, actually. That might have been before that. Or no, that was after Grenada. That was afterwards, yes. Yeah. But we weren't involved in that anyways. And that was a short, crazy thing. But I have a rock solid 40 minutes. And I'm looking for gigs, and I'll travel anywhere in the country. Also, I've been to Oregon, Missouri. So
Did you ever work with Richard Lee out in California?
Jesus.
no, I'm not familiar with Richard Lee.
You should be happy. You should really be happy you didn't work with him. Jesus.
Why? What's the story on Richard Lee?
Listen,
Uh,
he tries to get some good shows produced, but he gets a little shady. Is all I'm saying. He's a nice guy though. He means well.
Well, there's some. I think I heard you, but before I came on, I think I heard you mention Vinny Beetle. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you know him?
Unfortunately, I do.
From Florida or Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Because of the Bam Margera shit.
Well, yeah, I know.
Before that, probably.
Well, he was tied up with at the time with Reverend Bob Levy.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
So-
Bob. Bob's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's funny. He's a good guy. He claims that he was on the Howard Stern show. I don't remember that, but I guess he
No, he was
at
on
one-
it. He was on it. He was on
there,
it.
and he also did one of the shows on Sirius after that for the Miserable Men show.
Yeah, he was on
Yeah.
it. He managed to get himself banned for threatening. I can't remember. It wasn't Howard, was it? It was Gary or someone.
I think it was Gary he
He
threatened.
got into a fight with someone and they banned him from the Sirius building.
Oh, well, that's been early Stern when that doesn't happen during early Stern.
No, it was Sirius Stern.
I mean, oh, serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely serious.
I mean, I never listen to Stern show anymore. I never listen to it ever.
Nor does anyone else.
Yeah. No,
I
there was
mean-
there was see, now speaking of Pennsylvania, me and Paul used to produce shows at world famous Scotty's in Stroudsburg, but they're closed down now. So
Can't think why.
yeah, I mean listen, the guy that owned it was nice. They did not have a good business structure there. It's probably part of it.
Well, they had me headline 3 times, so that pretty much
That'll
tells you
definitely
everything.
close a place down.
That'll close the place down.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
It's
a
like,
place to stay open. Don't let Paul headline.
Yeah, I know.
Remember that time you headlined it, at the Comedy Cove? Yeah, they're no longer in business.
Yeah, I know. The funniest part is John Hollywood was booked to headline at World Famous Scotty's on more than 2 occasions, and they cancelled on him every time.
Yeah, every time they booked him, they canceled the show.
but I remember when the Stern show was on terrestrial radio, how funny it was, and
Howard
was
was
great.
let me tell you something. Well, I was on Opie and Anthony, and we were in a fucking war with Stern, right? We were the only ones who used to fight back against him. Everybody else used to fold and turn into pussies.
Oh, that's not true. Bubba the Love Sponge did too.
Yeah,
That's
no, but
true.
then he folded, and then he went to work for him, and now he talks shit.
Right.
You know, but Howard was funny right up till he got his divorce, because before that, every guy listening could relate to their fucking wife's doing this, fucking she didn't
Right.
do this. You know, we could, even though he was a millionaire, you could relate because they would be complaining about wives and stuff like that. And every guy listening
Sure.
was like, yeah, I totally understand it. Got divorced. Now he's dating supermodels, and everybody's like, well, we don't fucking how do we relate to him
Well-
banging fucking Stamos? Romaine
Yeah.
Stamos.
whether her name is Beth or whatever. But
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about before he got married.
Oh,
And
before he
Beth's
got married.
crazy.
Before
You know
the
what Beth
second
did?
marriage.
Beth moved like 20 cats into his multi-million-dollar condo in New York. She has cats that are
yeah,
homeless, and she just keeps bringing them home. So
Yeah,
Howard, this
that-
big tough guy, has 20 cats in his house, which is
yeah.
fucking
Can you imagine
bizarre.
yeah, I bet that place smells like perfume. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Fucking horrible.
You know,
Oh, yes. I don't know, but
I'm doing a show with
I mean, I never listen to a show anymore. Whenever it used to turn on, it wasn't even remotely funny. It's just he has all new guys on the show, and they're goofy bullshit that's not funny, and I don't know.
Yeah, no, and he got all clean. He got all like woke and shit. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
Nick's mic is really low, Dave. I don't know if you can turn it up or if he's just not turned on.
Yeah, you got to eat the mic on that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, is this better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Nick said something just now, and no one could hear what he was
Nah,
saying.
yeah. I was just
He used to
saying,
do it like stuff like Out of the Closet Stern. He would never do anything like that now.
He's a
No.
pussy. He's sold out. He's sold out for fucking
Yeah.
90 million a year. I'll fucking
Yeah.
for 90 million a year. I'll do America's Funniest Home Videos. I don't give a shit.
I know. Well, I
What
don't
were you
know.
saying,
I don't
Nick?
even know.
I was
I don't
saying,
know if the show's even on series anymore because I never listened to it.
Yeah. Nick, what was that,
yeah.
buddy?
I don't even know if he's on series anymore because I never listened to him.
Right.
Nick, what was your
Yeah.
feedback?
no, I was just saying, there's a guy I'm doing a show with right now that the guy that we're doing the show at, this guy grew up with Beetlejuice's manager.
I did
So
too.
you did?
I know Bobby.
Yeah.
I went to high school with Bobby and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
brother.
Bobby, yeah. So he was saying like he.
I'll be
made
back in
me
1
aware
sec.
of Beetlejuice. So
if you have a few bucks, he'll come.
yeah,
It doesn't take much.
we'll figure it out. You know, we'll figure it out. But that would be fucking great publicity.
Like most people, they just want their fee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if
I'm
you
sure
work
it's-
something out with him and say, listen, depending on what day of the week it is, you probably can get them a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
If it's a weeknight, you get them cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, Beetlejuice doesn't seem like he needs a lot.
No,
And I'm pretty sure he's staying in Jersey, right?
mostly.
Yeah.
Well, he'll go anywhere if you pay him.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Like me.
Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Oh, is he still around? Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
He lives over by Deptford.
By
Okay.
where?
Like Deptford, over by
Oh,
south
by
of Philly
Levy.
in the Jersey side. Yeah.
Yeah, by Levy.
Like, does he like still I guess he used to wear an adult diaper or something because he has control issues.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Why would anyone wear a
Mo
diaper
used
for
to
a
wear
radio
a diaper
show?
for that reason.
Fuck off.
That was another good video.
Hey, you watched it, right? Shut up.
Yeah, till the end. From the beginning till the end.
Yeah,
Me too. I was there.
I know a guy that used to be on the Stern Show, speech impediment man. Now he's never on anymore, but Speech used to be on the Stern Show, and I guess Stern stopped using him. He was in the Whack Pack. Stern stopped using him because Stern didn't like his politics.
That just makes sense.
Yeah.
Remember when
But
he
you know-
didn't care about that and he was funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when he used to be funny. Yeah, I remember. And he was, especially when he was on terrestrial radio, he was really funny then.
You know what I think it is, though? It was that you had to force more creativity to stay clean, to stay on terrestrial. So
Yeah.
it caused you to try harder to keep your material radio friendly.
Yeah, but he had different people too. He had like
Right,
Jackie the Joke Man and Robin used to be
Jackie hasn't changed. Jackie's still funny. He didn't, but Jackie's not there anymore.
right, and Stuttering John used to be there, and
And then he got less funny.
right, and I don't know where Stuttering John wound up, but I met Stuttering John one time. He's a good guy.
He ended up doing shitty podcasts of his own, living at his
Yeah.
mother's house. He's a fucking loser.
Because he was something for the announcer for the Tonight Show for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, because Jay Leno hated Stern, so Stuttering John was trying to get money off of Stern, and he wouldn't give it to him. So Jay Leno offered him $500,000 to be the host,
Announcer.
the announcer.
Yeah.
And about 2 weeks later, Leno figured out that John was a shitty announcer, so then he became a writer.
Wait, the
Okay.
guy that stutters is a bad announcer? Shocking.
Yeah, that's earth shaking, isn't it? Well, I got a big break. It's all about getting a big break in this crazy business that we're in. And I don't know, do you remember Puppet the Psycho Dwarf? He was in Jackass 3,
Yeah.
the midget.
Yep.
Well, during COVID, I sent him a video. He saw my video and he really liked me. He thought it was very funny. So because it's COVID, early COVID, he was doing a weekly internet show called Stand Up Living Room something theater. And so he had me send a video in every week to put on the show. And then the deal was that after COVID, he's going to start touring again, which he had been doing. And he wanted me to tour with him. I thought, this is my big break. And he wasn't a BSer either. It was real. And the good guy, he's a real good guy too. His real name is Steve Lee. And then that was during COVID, the summer of COVID. And then during September of 20, he lived out in Western Illinois. He just dropped dead one day at home. And so there goes my big break. And then they had a celebration of life for him at a sports bar in Wrigley Field in October of 20, which was like the high point of COVID. And I was invited, and I said, there's no way I can go. COVID's crazy. There's no vaccine. I just can't go. But that was my big break gone when Steve dropped dead at home.
Oh,
And,
wow.
yeah. Steve's a good guy too. Real good guy. And he was quite famous from being in Jackass 3. And plus, prior to Jackass 3, he had also been a professional wrestler at one time under the name Puppet the Psycho Dwarf. And he'd been on TV. And but he took even though it's acting and all, he did take a beating doing that stuff. And then apparently midgets have a lot of health problems that regular
Yeah.
sized people don't have.
But big cocks.
Well,
It's all relative, Dave. You know what I mean? It looks like big. It's like if you put
Yeah.
your dick in a go little hands. You know what I mean?
So-
That's why I date midgets.
People think they
so he just one day at home, he lived out in Western Illinois, and he just dropped dead.
Oh
And,
wow.
Yeah,
He didn't
it's
drop
just-
very far though, right? It was a very short drop.
yeah,
So he didn't play well in Peoria, is what I'm hearing.
and he is only 51. Also,
Wow,
51.
that's a youngin.
Yeah, yeah, a good guy, a real good guy, which you don't meet those people too often in this business, but a good guy. And quite a few years ago, I did open for Doug Stanhope,
Where at?
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, all right. At the Comedy Zone?
No, it's Midtown. What's
Okay.
it called? Midtown Arts, whatever it's called. Midtown
Yeah.
Arts Center, whatever it's called. There's like 600 people there that night.
Did you ever do a
Yeah.
lot of work in Pittsburgh or no?
Nothing in Pittsburgh.
I've heard
And
mixed reviews about that area.
well, I mean, as a city, I used to have to go out there for work, for my work, and I found Pittsburgh to be a very friendly Midwestern city.
Okay.
Totally
That part
different.
I've heard.
Yeah, very friendly Midwestern city, very friendly people. A nice city, actually. And the stadium where the Pirates play is a very nice stadium, very nice place. And but I should have hustled to get some gigs there, but since I was like 4 hours away from Pittsburgh at the time, I wasn't that interested in traveling that far.
That's fair.
So. But I did a gig in Philadelphia one time that went really well.
Where at?
And some kids
Busted.
who were going to Temple bought a home and they made it into a comedy club. And they used to have shows in the basement there. And they
Like
reached
at
out to-
Tommy's.
Pardon me?
Like at Tommy's. There's a guy, Tommy, in North Jersey. They do stuff in his basement.
No,
Yeah,
Dan,
and
Dan Caprio's show over by Hamilton.
That too.
so he reached out to me, do I want to do this? I said, yeah, I went down, did their show. The basement was packed. It's a really actually nice venue. And I got a great response and it went well. So that was my experience in Philadelphia. And as far as like,
I like Philly. Philly's always fun to go to.
I mean, I grew up, in Central PA, but I grew up with the Philadelphia team. So I always had that, attachment to Philadelphia because all the Philadelphia teams were in my blood like malaria.
Oh,
Philly,
nice.
Phillies, Eagles, 76ers, Flyers.
Dave,
Yeah.
don't forget we have that other guest at 8:40.
Oh, we got our clip at around 8:45. So
Yeah, but how can I get booked on one of your shows?
yeah, I'll have Paul reach out to you, or you can send me the clip. We'll take it from there, and we'll get you on one of them.
Sure, I have
Arrangements.
I have a lot of clips I can send.
Send a funny one.
Yeah, I was trying to find one that's funny.
Don't send the one.
Don't get too hard up, Tony.
Actually, no. Send the one from that birthday party you got thrown out of.
Yeah, I wish I had a video of that. Oh, I wish I had that video. But they didn't record that. You know what? Listen, I mean, I don't care if somebody's straight or lesbian or I don't care. Couldn't care less.
I don't care if they're straight or faggots.
Exactly. I don't care. I don't care. I'll be funny and repulsive for everybody. But like all these, I never realized in that part of Pennsylvania there were so many lesbian couples. I was like shocked. It's like, wow, this is weird. Shows you, I get, and but yeah, I wish I had a video of that. But let's see. So yeah, I was doing I got lots of yeah. I'm glad I don't have videos of the gigs where I was thrown out for dropping C-bombs.
That happens to Paul all the time.
Yeah, I don't get thrown out though. It's miraculous.
Wow. You know what it is? They understand because of your accent. You have to say it by law.
The show this weekend, Tim Ray just said the C word fucking 8 times before I went on, and I'm just like, wow, I might as well not bother saying it now. Yeah, he warmed them up.
Yeah, and then it loses its power after somebody says it 8 times. It's like when I opened for the Amish jerk, it just blew the audience up because they weren't expecting that. It's like, plus they were, because they were there for to see a big asshole other than me.
What time of the day was the Amish show?
It was an evening. It was like early evening.
Had to be pretty early because they couldn't turn the lights on. There's no electric, right?
Yeah,
they had to park his wagon outside.
Yeah.
He had to park his wagon outside. Yeah. Yeah. But that's a good shtick, dressing up like an Amish guy and having all these stupid idiots think you're Amish. That's a good.
What are you dressed up as?
Tony Viagra, the gangster comedy.
Oh, okay. There's not a bit of Rodney Dangerfield in there?
None.
No.
None. Nope. But
you got the glasses like you're Mo Green.
Oh, I remember Mo Green in The Godfather.
He looks like who was the one of the mobsters in? I think it was Goodfellas that had the big glasses. Even Uncle Junior in Sopranos. Remember at one point he had the big glasses.
Uncle Junior had the glasses like that.
Yeah.
Goodfellas. That's a great movie, man. I've watched it like 5 times. That's a great movie.
I think I watched that 50 times.
Oh yeah.
And
easily.
There's one part in there where Henry Youngman's doing stand up at that show they were at. Just a short clip of Henry Youngman.
Did you watch The Irishman?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I just did comedy with the guy that played who did Jimmy play in that? The stand-up comedian. He was the
guy that died.
Yeah. Who the fuck was that?
Bald guy.
Shit.
I don't remember his name right now. Now I'm actually
Don Rickles. Don Rickles.
Yeah.
Don Rickles.
My good friend played Don Rickles in The Irishman. And another friend of mine who has no business sense of running comedy clubs and lost 20 grand on a comedy show was also a henchman in that show.
Combined.
Yeah. But
I saw Henny Youngman. I saw Henny Youngman back in the 80s. I saw him, and he was incredible.
He took my wife.
Yeah, no, he was incredible. He was great, and he pointed his violin bow right at me. And he said, "I wish everyone laughed like that guy." True story.
Nice.
Yeah, you had no respect.
Yeah. That's Rodney, not Henny.
Yeah, he's young. He doesn't know the difference.
Yeah, Nick's like fucking 15, so he doesn't fucking understand comedy at this point.
Right. But like all my favorite comedians are all dead. Like Jackie Vernon, Stanley Myron Handelman, Rodney. They're all dead.
Do they have a slot ready for you in with them in heaven that you're gonna all hang out soon?
Yeah, and like they'll have a place, maybe like a place where California, where they buried the Three Stooges. Maybe they'll have a crypt there to put me in. I don't know.
Maybe they could put you here in Jersey next to Dudley Moore.
Yeah, and but Jackie Vernon, does anyone remember Jackie Vernon?
Never heard of him.
You never heard of him?
Tell me about him.
He was a regular on the Ed Sullivan Show. He was great. He was incredibly
Our friend
talented.
Rich Carucci was on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Was he?
Yeah.
As Topo Gigio?
No, I wish. Oh my God, great reference.
Yeah. Ed Sullivan Show is a great breeding ground for new comedians. Ed Sullivan in the '60s. Boy, it's a great new comedian. Richard Pryor.
70s.
Richard Pryor when he was on drugs. Man, that guy was funny. Yeah. Alan King was a regular on that show, too. I never cared for Alan King, but my parents liked him. Yeah.
All right. Well, Tony, I'm not trying to cut you short. I want to get some plugs out for you because we got to do our clip of the week. So we got some stuff we have to do for our sponsors. I wanted to see what kind of plugs we can get out for you.
Where can
everybody find you?
They can find me. I'm on TikTok. They can find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I do a show every Saturday night on Instagram. It's called ATL Digital Comedy. It's part of Instagram. I do a show every Saturday night on there for around midnight. I just get on, just work my material for like a fucking hour, and I've been doing that for years. It's a great way to work my material and make
All right.
myself laugh.
You're like Paul. Make yourself
Paul?
laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. And
What kind of shows you got coming up?
well, I have a show I believe I have a show in Georgia, Savannah, Georgia next month.
All right.
Yeah. And I think May 10th in Savannah, Georgia. And Jacksonville itself is not a great place.
That's not a way to sell the show.
Pardon me?
I'm coming to this shithole.
You said that before.
I know.
Oh, that's the Harrisburg place. Harrisburg that place is a big shithole. It is. I don't even know if it's still in business. I hope it's not, but yeah. And
if they are, you're not going back.
no, I'd never go back there. Oh, that manager now. No, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go back there. No way.
No, I got you.
Yeah, and I mean, with comedy, and I tell newer comedians sometimes I tell them this, but it's about respect. It's like you respect the other comedians. That's like rule number one. If you can't do that, get the fuck out. Okay.
Agreed.
Respect the other comedians. That's simple. And they ask you like, what's the secret? You know, I said, there's no secret. You just keep working your material. That's the secret. You don't have to go to any schools or no workshops or that bullshit. You keep working your material. That's what you do. That's what I do. Maybe somebody will get funny. I don't know.
Work it, rinse, repeat.
That's right. And I write all my own. I mean, you can tell I write my own material. It's so fucking bad, right? And
That's fair.
yeah. And you know.
Do you know a guy called Joe Scrocker?
Pardon me?
Do you know a guy called Joe Scrocker?
No, I do not.
You should. You'd be if you stood next to him, you'd look like fucking Rodney Dangerfield because he's a fucking awful fucking. You know?
But he does.
Well,
He is trying to produce a lot of shows, so we gotta get you in touch with him. You know, too.
Yeah, he's doing a show.
Shows?
Yeah,
He
he produces
some stuff. So we definitely got to get you guys in touch.
Yeah, I hear he's doing
Please
something
do.
at the Quick Stop. He's doing something at the Quick Stop. He's doing one at the 7-Eleven. He's doing one at his mum's grave.
Yeah. That Rodney Dangerfield's grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I did. I did Rodney Dangerfield's club several years after he was dead, and but they still had the club going. Somebody else was running it.
Yeah, it's
And
called
Danger-
Rodney's now. Me and Dave have done that, and we did
Yeah.
the old
Dangerfield as well.
too.
Yeah, well, it's Dangerfield's when I did it, and a guy. What's the guy's name was running it? I forget his name, but it was
Rodney.
I forget his name now. Julius Donat is his name.
That
yeah,
guy's a bringer producer. He doesn't run that place.
Yeah, he
Well,
ran a bunch of spots in the city, though.
Yeah, he just runs a show there. He doesn't run the place.
Right. That's what he was running his show there at the time, but it was pretty screwed up the way he was doing it.
Oh yeah.
Shocker.
It was very screwed up, actually. And yeah, Julius Donat, he does ringer shows, which are bullshit, complete bullshit.
Oh yeah.
And just preying on new comedians is what it does.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really stinks.
All right, Tony, we got to cut you off real quick because we got to get some videos in for our sponsors. I want to thank you for everything tonight. I will be in touch with you soon, and we'll work something out that Paul and Joe Scirocco will make sure we get you on some shows.
Please do. Let me know. I have some videos I can send. And
Yeah. We'll get
I
that
want-
between you and Richard Lee. We'll get this taken care of.
Thank you very much. Great to be on your show, and great working with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
You got it.
I
Take
want
care.
to tell you one thing. I got to tell you one thing before I go. You know, the Surgeon General advised that drinking alcohol can cause cancer. I gave my ex-wife a gallon of Jack Daniels for Christmas.
Paul. There we go. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right. I just wanted to get to our clip of the week because we are running a little behind.
I wanted to call him the Six Flags guy like 7
He
times.
does look like the Six Flags guy a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was trying to think what it was.
That's what I was thinking, but
I feel like it would have offended him.
but what
Why
we're
not?
going with is Public Degeneracy, Volume 16. I just
What are we
want to
doing?
make sure I got some
Oh.
stuff out on eFucked. Page 1, number 1.
You never explained the picture that you kept putting up.
Well, hold on. I'm going to describe that momentarily.
What the fuck?
I'm at minute 57 on Public Degeneracy, Volume 16. Ladies running naked through the airport.
Nice.
What is the
Because
what
why
is this?
wouldn't you?
What's the clock?
On efuck.com, we're at just under 2 minutes.
Just under 2 minutes. Okay.
Blacked out or something. Look at it.
Yeah. She's all tweaking, running through the airport naked. Everybody's trying to follow her there.
Alright, we're out here. Have an idea for this video? Yeah, I honestly don't want to tell you what it is. I want you just to
Wait.
see it.
Okay.
So,
Is this the one where she sticks the dildo on the car?
No, she's a team player there.
Hey, she's sucking real cock.
I won't go real cock, but at least the guy's there.
Yeah. Probably drugged it up a little.
He left a present on her face.
She got a milk mustache.
Yes, she does.
do you think people will know?
No,
Rub it in, bitch.
nobody's going to notice.
Why are you just leaving it?
Oh, look. No bra, nipples showing through in the yellow shirt. She's just walking through the supermarket without underwear on.
Wow, with a pussy out?
Yeah.
With a pussy out is crazy.
She's got her Roman war sandals on.
Yeah. Caligay, I think they're called.
Caligula.
Yeah. Well, that's why they named him Caligula. It means little boot.
Freaked out when that lady came and talked to me, so I left. I wonder what she thought, because I feel like
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't know.
Like, I wouldn't know what to do if I saw a lady with jizz on her face.
I mean, I need a woman like that in my life.
I mean, we all need one in our life like that.
I feel like white women help you heal.
Yeah.
Now, what the fuck is this?
I thought it was... Is he having sex on a motorcycle?
Yeah, it's in public.
Yeah. Oh, and he's choking her as he's going at it on the hood of the car.
As you do.
Now there's some chick hitting herself with a dildo in a shopping cart. You up to that yet?
No, not yet.
If I'm gonna rail a bitch out.
Oh, and these people are photobombing them in reverse.
Yeah. I'd be slapping her in the face too, bro.
Yeah. Now the guy sees everybody with the camera, so he's posing. Good for him.
Yeah. Even got the douchebag sunglasses. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, there's the girl
Oh, this little.
in the shopping cart, Paul.
Of course,
Alright,
she got
okay.
fucking blue hair.
Yeah, with blue hair. They got it. She does.
But she's
Yeah.
like one of those girls that's like hot with blue hair, but like
Yeah, she. You know, she's actually a good time and not a pain in the ass.
yeah, but like her pussy might still stink. I don't know. Is she Korean?
Her Twitter is
Wow.
AICA001. And she's showing videos of herself.
Why is this bitch moving closer?
Right, with a device in her anus.
Yeah, I mean,
And now it's gone. What happened? Oh, a little prolapse.
hell no, I hate that.
Oh,
That's my worst fear, Dave. Have I ever told you that anal prolapse is my worst fear?
for yourself or somebody
Yeah, I
else?
was literally just gonna say for yourself or the girl.
Like for either.
Like I can see it being bad for yourself,
Oh, yo, if I prolapse,
But
somebody,
I
I would run away.
I would feel good about myself after that. Though. I'm like, oh, look at that.
No, I would run away.
By the way, Dave, make sure you're off within under 2 hours so you can do the
I know.
AI shit.
That's why I fast forwarded this when I started the clip.
Yeah, that's a seaside bitch if I've seen one.
Oh yeah, she's definitely from
She
Seaside.
got a cigarette.
Keensburg.
Oh yeah,
Keensburg.
Keensburg. I can tell by that
yes.
filthy sand. Yeah,
I
it's
grew up-
definitely
I
Keensburg.
grew up down the street from Keensburg. Yep, that's accurate.
And
She
she
has sweatpants after she gets off the beach. She's from Keensburg.
sweatpants and Uggs. Yeah,
Sweatpants, Uggs, and fucking a sweatshirt.
and a
with
Marlboro.
Yep, a Marlboro. And when she goes to get more cigarettes, she's counting the change at the counter.
Even exchange.
Nice.
Good for her. Dealership, doctor's office, Subway. All right. She's just squirting at the car dealer. All right, that girl's at the doctor's office about she just did that at the doctor's office. Subway. All right. I am skipping ahead because we are running low on time. I apologize for anybody at home.
Oh yeah, as a woman blowing a guy in a New York subway. No one is saying anything. They're all minding their business.
Well, as you do in New York City subways.
Yeah, I know, but that's just very like custom. That's like how you act in New York. You don't fucking mind anybody else's business.
Right? Although, I mean, I would be paying attention. I wouldn't be like, I might be like one of those guys that's streaming it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she speaks Spanish. That's
See?
another thing. Like, even the white girls speak Spanish out there. Like, she got dirty feet.
He's kissing her dirty feet.
Nice.
Oh, Dave, I put yours up. Never mind.
Yeah. I like how this is normal for you.
We've been doing this podcast almost 8 years. He's seen this and worse.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
As a young intern, we used to make sure that he would leave the room when this came on.
He got mud on his face.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, that's not even like hot. Like it's
No, it's kind of gross.
It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
All right. So, Paul.
Come over to your house and kill you.
That was unintentional, but worked so perfectly.
Oh, shit.
Guy being dragged off the cop car naked. All right, I was about to end this, but I have to finish this video now with 4 seconds left.
You can spare 2 seconds.
Paul, what do you got coming up?
Thursday, I got a private show in Manalapan. I'm just introducing a female comic for a old ladies club thing, whatever. Yeah, Stone Jojo Roast Battle in a week on the 19th. Costa Verde, South Amboy on the 25th. Me and Dave and Bobby Bayonne and Zach Pickett have May 3rd, Catholic War Veterans in Bayonne. And then Sayreville Nights at Columbus. I believe you're on that too with Ennis. That's Ennis thing.
I think.
And then somebody booked me for Middlesex Firehouse in October, and I still haven't figured out who it was.
Awesome. Nick, what do you got?
I got April 19th. I got a private gig in Bayville at somebody's house. And then that night.
Shit, that's up the street from my house.
Yeah, man, come through. And
let me know. I'll go.
Yeah, and then later that night, I got to go to Newark. I got a show at McGovern's Tavern at 9:30. And then the 26th, I got Ricky Ramsey's show in Asbury Park at the showroom.
Nice. He's putting on a lot of stuff now. That's good for him.
He's putting on a lot of great stuff, man. I love his rooms. And then April 30th, I got a spot in New Hampshire at the Hop Knot in Manchester.
Nice.
And also might make an appearance in a documentary that airs April 16th on PBS.
Oh, for?
It's called Voices in the Garden. It's mostly focused on the poetry renaissance people, but they tried to squeeze me in there too. So like there might be footage of me doing a fucking poem, even though it's not real, but I made it a poem about doing comedy.
Nice.
I don't want comedians unrepresented.
All right, hold on a second, real quick. I just want to give a quick shout out. I'm going to be on that roast battle on the 19th, the Stone Dojo. I got a bunch of stuff coming up soon, but I wanted to end it right there before we run out of time with our AI stuff. I will call you in a bit.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Night, Paul.